and mediaite.
There is a legal or law point of view in what's happening in the news.
5 devices in the building that
sends its people.
All right, that mediaite thing, I just love the promo of that. You guys know this is one of my favorite segments, and one of my favorite guys to have on is Colby Hall, founding editor. Colby,
hey, Bob, how are you?
How you doing? Happy Easter to you.
You too.
The Mueller report is out. Colby Hall knows all things Mueller. What's going on?
It's a 400-page report that's very complete and thus far entirely reliable. And there's been a steady sort of drip of really big news stories that have come out. In this episode of Mueller Report, what was revealed in this document that sort of came to light over the weekend was that Julian Assange was revealed to completely lied about the Seth Rich conspiracy, the idea that the DNC emails that were leaked didn't come from a Russian hacking effort, but in fact that he had suggested that Seth Rich, a former DNC employee, had been murdered on the streets of Washington, D.C. And turns out that was complete obfuscation. He was lying repeatedly in a way that really sort of embarrasses him and made a lot of people who sort of supported that conspiracy theory look stupid. Case in point, this clip right here.
Questions continue to swirl around the mysterious murder of DNC staffer Seth Rich. Now, following Rich's death, there was suspicion that he may have been the source of the DNC emails that were leaked to WikiLeaks. Now, not the Russians, as the left claims. Now, here's what we know at this point. In the early morning hours of July 10, 2016, while walking to his Washington, D.C. home, Rich was shot in the back and left for dead. Now, the police claim it was an attempted robbery gone wrong, but the assailant did not take anything from Seth Rich, including his phone, wallet, watch, necklace. Now, suspiciously, 12 days after Seth Rich died, WikiLeaks published the leaked emails from the DNC. Also, following Rich's death, WikiLeaks offered a $20,000 reward for information leading to the conviction of the person or persons responsible for this murder. Then in August of 2016, during an interview on Dutch TV, Julian Assange of WikiLeaks implies pretty strongly that Seth Rich may have been a WikiLeaks source. Watch this.
Whistleblowers go to significant efforts to get us material and often very significant risks. As a 27-year-old works for the DNC, who was shot in the back, murdered just 2 weeks ago.
Well, that wasn't the proudest moment in Sean Hannity's illustrious career. And as we now know, that Seth Rich wasn't murdered because he had leaked the DNC emails. It was a murder gone wrong, or a robbery gone wrong, as it was reported. Later in that segment, Sean Hannity interviewed Julian Assange and asked him to his face to sort of repeat his claims, which Hannity not only appeared to buy wholesale, but then went on to promote. Now, there are two sort of explanations for that. Either Hannity was complicit in that conspiracy, which I don't think is the case. The other is that he got duped. And as a result, and that happens in the world of journalism, but what should happen as a follow-up is that Sean Hannity should apologize to his audience and to anyone else that he was a sort of a dope enough to promote Julian Assange's fake conspiracy to the degree that the Seth Rich's grieving family, filed a lawsuit and asked him to stop, because obviously it was a really, really tough story for them to go through. So not a good moment for Hannity to be openly promoting Russian, sort of hacking efforts.
Colby, I've been thinking about this for many months, and especially when the Mueller report came out, and I did a lot of commentary on it last week. The words are what the words are, okay? I get that sometimes we don't want things to be, against our team. What's really confounded me in the last 2 years are people that I've worked with, that I have great respect for, that are in law enforcement, that we've worked cases together, have just completely accepted these crazy cockamamie theories that Hillary Clinton killed Seth Rich because of the leaks of the DNC emails. And even though we know that's not true now, I assure you, Colby, correct me if I'm wrong, they will still carry that water. What is going on?
I think it's tribalism over truth. I think what we're seeing now is that there's no such thing as objectivity anymore. Everything is subjective. And even this release in the Mueller report, I have good friends who I trust and I like, who are smart, critical thinkers. They will still be deeply skeptical of this report and say, that's just a deep state take. I think, candidly, the deeper problems of all of this is that we can no longer agree on a larger truth. We have our own agenda that is overtaking our need for sort of an accepted set of facts that we can all agree on. And everything else is symptom to that much deeper problem. And until we can suss that out, it's just going to keep on going.
I was thinking that same exact thing, Colby, walking into the train today to come to Law and Crime. We can't even accept an operating set of truthful facts before we even get to policy and decisions. Colby Hall, founding editor, mediaite. I love having you on, Colby.
It's always great to be here.
Yeah, we'll see you soon, okay?
Thanks, Bob.